Good morning, beautiful people. Today is February the 1st, and we are in Black History Month. Um, I have some issues with Black History Month being in February, the shortest month of the calendar. I have an issue with Abraham Lincoln, being put on a penny. And then I have an issue with why can't Harriet Tubman be on $100 bill? I am going to share the show, and Lady of Leisure, she's going to talk about what has happened with the immigrations. She'll keep everyone abreast of that. And then we will talk about, hey, Chi-Town, we will talk about the Black History Month. And then also, I want to tell everybody that there is a walk for KELLZ on March 19th and 20th, and it's in Chicago. And I need everybody to get in touch with One Papoose. She is on YouTube. Go to one of her shows. Her email is in there. But the Walk for KELLZ March is March 19th and 20th in Chicago, Illinois. And they want to bring awareness to that. There are people that support him no matter what, the racial injustice, and they don't want to see him. Whatever the verdict is, it is what it is. But we still love him. Okay, so Lady of Leisure, you can get started while I share the show.
Good
Okay.
afternoon, everybody. Thank you guys for joining us once again. I just wanted to, I read something today, and a friend of mine called me because y'all know I cannot stand illegal immigration. I cannot stand it. And Biden has just
Hey, Chi-Town.
opened the floodgates for them.
Yeah.
Um, they were saying today, they were telling how many millions of jobs would be lost to American citizens when Biden allows all of these illegals. So a friend of mine called me and they said, we just got a memo telling us that we can no longer refer to illegal aliens as illegal aliens. They have demanded us to stop using the term. Now, I don't know, well, I know why that is because, Democrats want you to be softened to the idea of illegal aliens. It's why they stopped calling them that in the media. It's why they stopped calling them that publicly. But to actually have ICE to not call an illegal alien when legally and by definition, that's what they are. I'm so glad I retired when I did. Whew. I That is just crazy to me. It's just insane. So, in order for you to change the definition of an illegal alien, you got to go back and change the definition of what they are in the Constitution. And then you have to change the definition of the law. You've got to change the definition of an alien, period,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
as it applies to the law. I just thought that was really interesting. I'm just waiting for the day where Democrats eliminate ICE enforcement altogether, which is It's really sad because you have no idea how safe this department keeps this country. You know, aside from illegal aliens, you have no idea. So for them to eliminate, to even discuss eliminating ICE enforcement just because of the legal alien aspect of it, it boggles my mind. It really boggles my mind because they apprehend the most dangerous criminals there are. So I mean, what are you gonna do? Now you want to talk about real sex traffickers and terrorists and all of that? That's what they deal with mainly. And I don't understand how the government would want to eliminate a branch of government that, well, a branch of office that keeps the country safe just because they don't like the fact that they bring illegal aliens to justice. I mean, that's their job. It's what Congress enacted them to do. And it's, it just, again, it's so crazy to me because Congress writes these laws. You write the law and then you fight against the very law that you've written. Why not just rewrite the damn law? It's insane. It's insane to me. It really is. Hey,
Well,
Chi-Town.
hey, Chi-Town. Well, they're illegals. If they're not doing everything the right way, why are we catering to them? This is what I don't understand. We
I'm
are
going to explain
catering.
it to you again. I'm going
Yeah.
to explain it to you again. It's very simple. A new voter base. It is
Oh, okay.
very simple.
Bringing
That
legal
that is
people.
going to be their new voter base.
Okay, so we are allowing people that break the law to come into this country to get treated with respect. But I can go to jail for stealing a bag of potato chips.
Not
Or
only do they get treated with respect, they get equality, something we
they get
black people
equality.
have never had. They get treated with respect. They get more benefits that we don't even know of. I remember when Rahm Emanuel was our mayor here in Chicago, and I love Rahm. I got to put that out there. I love Rahm. I remember he created an office called Office of New Americans. Now, the office was for illegal aliens, but the name of the office is Office for New Americans, where they got all of this private funding, millions and millions and millions of dollars to help illegal aliens. It's like an aid office for illegal aliens, okay? And I thought, that is insane. Because if that's the case, where the office for black people?
Yeah, then this is what I'm saying.
Why don't we have why don't we have separate funding, private funding of multiple millions of dollars for us? They have programs for them in this office where they pay their rent for a year and their utilities. Like, really? Illegal, you know? But again, I get it because it's their new voter base. They are going to figure out a way that, Obama gave them driver's licenses and social security cards. Like, I don't even, that is not even legal because they're not legal. But he gave them social security cards and driver's licenses so they could get bank accounts and drive and get jobs. Again, illegal.
Illegal. They came to the country illegally and they're being rewarded.
Not only did they come to the country illegally, it is illegal for any business to hire a known illegal alien. It's against the damn law.
But Texas ain't having it. Um, if you missed it, could you tell them? And I commend Texas.
I commend them because what they did, they went to court, they sued Biden's administration, they told the judge, listen, okay, let me back up first. We're talking about, in this instance, the 100-day moratorium that Biden signed an executive order for to halt deportations of illegals. He said, you can't deport not one illegal for 100 days. I believe it was Texas. I could be wrong. But one of the senators said, nope, not our state. They sued the Biden administration. They went to court. They said, look, not deporting illegals cost us billions of dollars a year. A year. Which hurts our citizens in our state. And, they told how much they spent a year. They told, how much they spent in schools, in healthcare, in housing, and all of that for the illegals. And they said it's a detriment to our own citizens. And the judge said, agreed. So the
Good
judge.
morning and welcome, Spider-Man.
Hey, Spidey. The judge put a 14-day stay on the moratorium and told the senator that they could come back at the end of every 14 days and extend it for another 14 days until the 100 days runs out. So I was very happy with that. But the problem is, I was hoping that this particular senator got tons of senators to do the same thing. And I hope that they will. But the problem is the Democrats won't. Because again, that is going to be their new voter base. They have been preparing for illegals to vote for about 10 years now. Because the bottom line is they're tired of black people. And they're really tired of black people right now with all of the civil unrest, with us asking for justice for the killings of our black men and women by the hands of police. They say the right things, but the bottom line is they're going to do nothing. You have white people that are joining in this fight for justice with black people, and they're like, oh no, we cannot have this. We can't have this. So they're going to replace you with illegal aliens. And I've been saying this to people for years, and they think I'm crazy. Not crazy at all.
Okay. DJ Spider-Man has joined us. Spidey, we were talking about the illegals, where we have a state that has took the Biden administration to court saying we're not having it with these illegals. And so we think it's the state of Texas. Was it the state of Texas?
I'm not sure which state it was. I'm really not sure right now.
They won because, they want to give criminals, because they are criminals.
They're not criminals.
They are criminals. They broke the law to come here.
Okay, listen to me. No, they're not criminals.
They're criminals in my book.
Okay, we can't do that. They're not criminals. Okay, being here illegally is against the law. It is not a crime punishable by prison. Okay, it's not a criminal offense. It is illegal and they should be deported because that's the remedy for illegals. But it is not a criminal offense. So they're not criminals unless they commit a crime. But they are here illegally. It is against our Constitution. It is against our laws, the laws that Congress made. But yet, you have all of these Democratic politicians who stand, put their hand on the Bible, and swear to uphold the United States Constitution every time they get inducted in the office. And then they turn around and they advocate against the very laws that they made and for illegal aliens. I would love to see them advocate for Black people the same damn
Which ain't
way.
gonna happen. It
Of
ain't
course
gonna happen.
not.
Right.
Of
Nope.
course not. You know, and I
Because
was
I mean,
telling
because
them,
think about it. Not to cut you off, Lady Alicia. Good morning, April. Good morning, Lady Alicia. Good
good
morning to
morning,
the
Spotty.
listeners. Here's the thing, y'all. We have to understand something. If you go back and look into the history of the Constitution, what does it say? Just don't take Lady Alicia's word for it, my word for it, April word for it. Go read the Constitution for yourself. That's the best thing I can tell you to do. If you want to know something, go read it. Find out for yourself what it says. In that Constitution, Lady Alicia, correct me if I'm wrong, there is nothing in there saying anything about equality for us. So why would they include us when the Constitution wasn't written for us in the first place?
That's true. That's very true.
So
It was not written for us.
why would they include something in there now after 200 plus years? But you got to ask yourself this question first. When they wrote the Constitution, somewhere in the Constitution says all men are created equal, exclusion of Black people. What's wrong with that picture? So that goes to show you that the forefathers were, I hate to say it, but you got to say it. They wasn't for equality of for all men and women.
Well, they
It
weren't
wasn't
for
there.
equality for women, period. No women.
Hmm.
They were
Exactly.
for equality for all men, which were white men because we weren't even
Exactly.
human, right?
Exactly.
We weren't even human then.
And we still ain't now,
You're
according to
absolutely
them.
correct. But the
According to
reason
them.
why they should, because I want to tell you something, gay marriage wasn't in the Constitution either.
Huh.
Now you just said something. I'm glad you brought that up like that. I'm glad you said that.
Gay marriage
Hmm.
wasn't in the
Now,
Constitution.
and the LGBTQ community wasn't in the Constitution either.
Not at all.
Huh. But wait a minute. What's wrong with this picture? They study adding
Again,
things to it.
again, again, a new voter base. I
Hmm.
said it back then. I told everybody, I said, you what? Because Obama was losing that second term because the economy was horrible, 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 and he did nothing but bail out the banks and the auto industry. Okay? There was no way he was going to win that election. So, like I'm telling you now, which is what he did then, he had to create a new voter base from the people that are already here because you can't bring in more people. So you have to create a new voter base. So he came out and changed his damn mind. All of a sudden, he wasn't a Christian no more, because that's why he said he wouldn't approve the gay marriage. He was a Christian, leave it up to the states, because in the Constitution, marriage is a state issue. It is regulated by the states, not by the federal government. But when he knew he was going to lose, he threw all that shit out the window. And they said, well, you can't win on the LGBT community alone. He said, well, okay, let me give me some damn illegal aliens and let's get them some backdoor amnesty. And that's where DACA came in. So all the people who were for illegal immigrants ran and voted. The LGBTQ community ran and voted. That pushed him over the top to win the election. That was his new voter base. This is the same shit happening right now and has been happening for years, but it is extremely prevalent now because you have Biden as president. They're creating a new voter base, and it's going to be the illegals. And they outnumber us, especially when you're talking about him allowing 11 million. There are 11 million that they've counted. I can tell you from experience, there's probably 12 million more that they don't even know are here. Because there is, and this is the crazy part, guys, there is no way to track an illegal unless you get them into the system. So he's going to give amnesty to, let's just give it a round number, to 20 million illegals. Then he said he's going to allow all of the illegals that were deported under Trump's administration to come back. So now you're talking another 10, 20 million more. They were speaking today on a news show on how that lowers wages for middle and lower wage workers. And how it tanks the economy to allow them to come here and stay. Because until they give them some type of legal rights, who the hell you think taking care of them? You can't send out a $2,000 stimulus check, but you've got 2.5 trillion to spend on illegal aliens.
But these were the people, they wanted Biden. My God, they wanted him in there.
I just don't understand. It is like black people have a freaking mental block when it comes to these damn Democrats. You do not see your life. You do not see your communities. You do not see your brothers and sisters being murdered by the hands of police, by each other. Do you not see this? Do you not know this? Do you not know that this has all happened in this city, all while you had an entirely Democratic run government? Local government I'm speaking of now. They're talking about housing, how it's already a disparity, in housing for black people. But yet, You can ask small businesses, medium sized businesses in wealthy areas to sponsor these damn illegal aliens and give them a job and a home.
And they ain't gonna sponsor me nothing because they look at me as I'm black, that I am a criminal, a murderer. They see negativity with a
You
black.
know, a few years back, when Obama was president,
Oh, do we have to talk about him?
we're not going to talk about him. I'm just going to talk about the time. I was living in Wicker Park and I went to one of my favorite bakeries, and the owners were so, and I'd been going there for many, many years, guys. The owners were so happy to have these illegal aliens that they were sponsoring, and they were living they were living in their building. There were four of them. They had given them apartments. They were working in the bakery, and they were so excited about this, and they were telling me this. And I said to her, you know, I don't need that. You cancel that order. I'm going to be late. And I left. Now, right down the street, not even a block and a half away, and I may have told you about this, April, there was an entire homeless family. They were white because, you know, that's where white folks live. A mom, a dad, two kids, boy and girl, living right at the Kennedy Expressway, right under the bridge. And I used to go and stop in the morning, you know, and take them breakfast and hot chocolate and coffee and stuff like that. And I thought, I'm quite sure they would love to have a damn apartment for free. I'm quite sure they would love to have a goddamn job.
Okay,
And I'm
first of
quite
all,
sure that those owners had to pass them every damn day going to their place of business and their home like we all did.
okay, I need Spidey. Read this comment that I just put up.
Yep. I guess Miss Down so said America was founded illegally, and if you are a slavery descendant, you should be ashamed to speak so low vibration about people on the same level as your ancestors.
First of all, I'm going to respond to that. Mexicans were not black people. I mean, everybody came from black people, but they had their own country, their own language. So I'm not ashamed to speak on them. Their own country, their own language, their own culture. Did you want to give input, Spidey, on her comment? Spidey, did you want to give input on her comment?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot my microphone was muted. But yeah,
Yeah.
America was founded on the premise of all the wrong things. But this is supposed to be a great place so far as built on Christian values. You got to go back and do your research and find out what the word Christian means. But a lot of us don't do that. We go about tradition, what's been passed down from parents to grandparents to great grandparents, and that's what we usually go with. Just like Lady Lisa was saying a while back about the tradition of people following the path of your ancestors. You a Democrat, they was a Democrat, you a Democrat, that type of thing. But the thing about it is that you got to know the history in order to understand it. This country was founded on murder, theft, taking, robbing, pillaging, you name it. All the necessary ills of we want it, we're gonna take it, basically. So you got to go back and do your history. You got to go back and see why this country was founded on what? It wasn't founded on Christian beliefs. What's supposed to be Christian beliefs. Christian belief, if you know what that is, brotherly love type thing. Where is that according to this country and how it was founded and how things have transpired from back then up until now? But we don't go back and look into history. If you go back and look at history, you'll see the pillaging, the rapes, the mutilations. But we don't look into that. We need to. We'll understand a lot better. But we don't look into that. We just take people's word on, oh, this is great. And we put up with it. You got to be smarter than the average bird.
Yeah.
You got to be smarter than that.
Lady of Leisure,
Yeah.
this is the comment that was in the chat. Did you want to respond to this? Spidey just gave his input. I gave her my input because I could talk about Mexicans all I want, brown people. They had their own country, Mexico, their own language, Spanish. So, that's what you feel. I respect your opinion. That's fine. I'm not, but that's personally how I feel.
Okay,
They
wait a
didn't
minute.
go through nothing that black people went through. So,
I got kicked out, so I didn't hear.
oh,
For some reason, I had gotten kicked out of the show, so I didn't hear. Only heard the end of Spidey's comment.
okay.
So if you could just, if you
Okay,
can kind of.
Spidey, repeat what you said again. And this is the comment, Lady of Leisure, that's up there.
Okay, America was founded illegally, and if you are of slavery descendant, you should be ashamed to speak so low vibrational about people on the same level as your ancestors. Okay, I don't even understand that. But go ahead, Spidey.
Go ahead,
But yeah,
Spidey.
I mean, it is what it is, y'all.
Yeah.
I missed your comment. Just bottom line it for me.
Bottom line is that this country was founded on bullshit. That
Okay.
it wasn't meant for us, which they haven't considered us human. But you got to ask yourself the question, why? When the last time you talked to an animal? It don't exist. So anyway, but you got the bottom line is that
I would like to know how America was founded illegally. I would like to know that. How was it founded illegally?
because on the premise of this place being great, on the premise of Christian values, that is a
No,
right lie.
no,
Yes,
Well,
no,
that's
yes.
what the lady
no.
said. America.
That's not okay. Hold on. Because this is an entirely different realm. We're talking about the founding of the United States of America.
Which was founded on a lie.
How was it founded on a lie?
Christopher Columbus didn't discover America.
That's
Well, we
one
know
reason.
that because I wasn't even thinking that.
Okay.
That's one reason.
I wasn't even thinking that.
Mm-hmm.
The promises them folks made to the Indians and others, which they never, ever, ever kept up with their agreement that they
Okay,
made.
but hold on. That's totally different from it being founded. Now you're talking about it being taken and stolen. She
Same difference.
said it's not the same.
It's the same difference.
Oh my God, it's not the same.
Okay.
In order for you to steal something, Somebody got to have it, right?
Exactly.
Okay, now hold on. Stop right there. You're talking about the theft of America.
Uh-huh.
But in order for America to be stolen, it had to exist, right or wrong.
Exactly. It already exists.
Okay, okay. So if it already existed, then the stealing of it has nothing to do with it being founded. How was the founding illegal? You're talking about the stealing of it. We know all about that. We know that shit was bullshit. We know that was wrong. One has nothing to do with the other. It had to first be here in order to be stolen. So
Exactly.
again, how was it founded illegally? We're not talking about it being stolen. We're talking about who the hell found it for it to be stolen.
Well, we know for a fact our ancestor was already here.
Exactly. So how the hell was it founded illegally?
She's responding to what the lady said. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
America was founded illegally.
So how was it founded illegally? It was not. We found it. Period.
Black people founded it. We were already here. Yeah. Okay. Well, the Indians and blacks and whatever else. Okay, so moving right along because we are going to end at 2 to watch General Hospital. Um, I had um,
Girl,
Spidey
it's just 12:47.
and
Calm down.
Legion. My thoughts on Black History Month is it's in February, the shortest month. Um, Everybody talks about it for a month, but until you get some people talking about this inventor founded this, because we founded this country, we worked, we gave them 400 years of free work, inventions, everything, patents was stolen from us. Then I have an issue with they got Abraham Lincoln who freed the slaves on
Which he
just a
didn't.
penny. And then they want to put Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill. I say Harriet Tubman should be on a $100 bill.
Now
So
I want to ask you, why do you say that though? Why do you think that she should be on $100 bill instead of a 20? Is it
uh,
just the denomination of the bill because
yeah,
it's more?
it's more value. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So did you want to give any input, Spidey, on how I feel?
April, I kind of sort of agree with you with the so far as the $100 bill. Me personally, my opinion on that, I think she should be on a $5 bill. Get rid of Lincoln off of that five. And the reason I'm saying that is because a $5 bill is more accessible for people to come by instead of $100 bill. You see what I'm
And
saying?
and what I said to April before we got on this show, the reason that they chose the $20 bill is because that is the bill that is most distributed in the United States. It's the $20 bill. That's why they chose it.
Okay, and thanks for enlightening me on that. Thanks. I understand the point now.
Yeah, that's why they chose it.
Will touch the $20 bill,
Exactly.
a
Yep.
$100 bill, and so more people will maybe research Harriet Tubman. Okay,
More people will definitely see her on a 20 than they will 100.
okay.
I haven't seen a $5 bill in forever, y'all, for real.
Yeah,
Oh my.
that's because you got them all covered up with them hundreds, but we understand that too.
Yeah, okay. And tell you something, Spotty, if I had your money, I'd throw mine away.
Hmm.
Well, we be throwing paper in the water together. Then I guess.
Now, this is what the same lady, she said police aren't majority Democrats.
No, they all over the place. They all over. You got man. You got Democrats, Republicans. You got they all over.
Independents, oh yeah, they are. Well, in this city, I can only speak for Chicago. I don't know
Yeah.
about anywhere else. Yeah, because they're gonna ride with whoever is supports their crooked ass union.
Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. But like I said, no,
So,
I mean
um,
it's
what people? Okay, I'm sorry, Spidey. Go ahead. My fault, cause we on this delay. Go ahead.
Well,
no.
if the combo is whack, sweetheart, you leave the same way you come in. No difference.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's just you
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
yeah we just
The
trying
views
to
expressed
enlighten.
on this shows are our opinion. Um, like I said, say I would never devalue anybody's opinion. I respect everybody and their opinions and their views. And I can take away from listening to the whack conversation, ma'am. So thank you. Have a nice, happy Black History Month to you as well.
Well,
Yeah,
when you're whack, there's nothing to take, because you're
yeah,
whack. The hell.
right.
Anyhow, moving right along. Can you take that comment down, please? Because I really don't want to see it.
Okay.
Um,
Let's see where we go.
I
But
just
yeah, I
lost my
mean
entire train of thought. Go ahead,
Okay.
Spidey,
yeah,
please.
yeah. I mean I mean we try to put information out there so if we can get you to think, maybe do your research, or if we say something that don't agree with you, hey, adults talk and have a conversations, and maybe we can learn something from each other. You
Okay,
know.
wait, you just said something. You said adults. Mm,
Uh,
okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because here's the thing when you're a right fighter, and that's what I call it. I call it being a right fighter. When you're a right fighter, you're not there to have open discussion. You're not there to learn anything. You're there to prove that you're right. And some people are right fighters. They just want to be right.
yeah.
And that's okay. But I think that's really whack.
Hmm.
And people have a problem with their views and opinions being challenged. Again, gotta be an adult.
Right, because
Gotta be an adult.
I just learned something. I'm saying I wanted Harriet Tubman on $100 bill, but I see the logic now why they
Yeah.
put it
The
on.
$20 bill is the most
So
circulated bill.
like, um, you guys are always making me look at things the way they really are, and so I appreciate it. What I want to know is, who I summer for Black History Month. Like, what would you want? Like, say for instance, next week, if they did a TV show on Black History Month, what would you want to see in that show?
Where it talked about all the at the time in 1921, where every major city had Black Wall Street rolling. They should do something on that line.
They actually just did that a few nights ago. I don't watch TV, but my sister never turns it off. And she was watching it, and I heard it from her room when I was in the kitchen. But April, I don't know. Maybe you just have to look up where these things are because they do all of that on television throughout Black History Month. They tell you about all the inventors. You know, they had a thing on Black Wall Street.
No, no,
Uh,
no. But what I'm saying is, are these major networks? They did all of this hula hoop on Black Lives Matter. They show things. But I'm saying, if ABC, CBS, or NBC shut down and just dedicated the entire day for Black History Month and focused on certain things for our history,
oh, there go my baby.
what would you want it to be? That's all I'm saying. Yeah, they do the little specials on PBS, different Netflix and things, but
And and they do it in the month of February, which is the shortest month.
mhm,
How come they can't do that? I mean, because our history is more than just 28 days or 29 days.
mhm.
We've
I'm gonna play
made
devil's
history every
advocate.
single day.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Why do we have to do it at all?
That's true.
Why do we have to do it at all?
That's true.
You
They
know,
don't have to do it. But
I
this, what I
no,
get out of that,
because I don't understand. See, I have a problem with it. Personally, I wouldn't give a damn. I think they should eliminate it, really, because you fight for all this alleged mysterious fake ass equality, and then you segregate yourself. And I just want to know how you think that's supposed to work in the big scheme of things. Because you don't want to be segregated, but then you do. They don't do Polish History Month. They don't do Italian History Month. They don't do Mexican History Month. They
no,
don't
because
do Asian History Month. They
I,
don't
I'm
do Jewish History Month. Why the hell do they have to do Black History Month? Why?
because
We
it has
just
a lot to do with
There is no good reason.
it has a lot to do with you ready for
There is
this?
no good reason.
It has a lot to do with them folks know they wrong. They know they
It,
wrong.
you know what? They've wronged many people.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm
They
with you on
didn't. There was nobody more wrong than the damn Jews.
that. And they, oh boy, don't get me started on them. But anyway, but yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
You
I'm
know
with
why do they have to do? They don't do a history month for anybody else.
But see
There
that
are many. No, it's not because they did us wrong. Because there are
you got
many
Lady
races
Alicia,
of
you gotta look
people
at this.
that they've done wrong. There
You
are
got to look at
many
this.
races of people that have contributed.
But you gotta look at this though. Could it be that they doing the Black History Month because they realize the power that we possess? Could that be one of the reasons?
No, no, no. Because the fact of the matter is, the power that you possess is no power at all. Because you can't implement your power as a whole. So there is no power. If we truly had power, Sandra Bland would be here. Mr. Gray would be here. Trayvon Martin would be here.
I'm with you on that. I
You
am with you on
understand? If we truly had power, we'd have our own damn government.
that. Huh, there you go.
We don't have power. The reason that they do it is because black people cried, screamed, yelled, and fought for them to do it. And they said, it ain't shit. We'll tell a few facts during the month. It's a damn pacifier. Black History Month is a pacifier.
That's what it is. That's why they picked the shortest month of the year.
It's a pacifier.
So they
So,
pacify.
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, is that all they want? Because, they look at you as stupid. Because out of all the damn things you could ask for, you ask for a goddamn month. Like, get the hell out of here. Guess what? February, you're going to have it anyway. If you want them to give you a month, tell them to add one to the goddamn year. How about that? You're going to have February anyway. It's on the calendar. It was a pacifier. That's all it is. It does nothing.
Yeah.
It benefits nothing. And I think it should be eliminated. I really do. Or give every goddamn body a month. How about that? Slavery and the Holocaust were two of the most devastating things in the goddamn world. But they don't give Jewish people a month.
No, they paid them off.
Yeah. The Indians
So
got
that,
money.
that knocked out them giving them a month. They paid them off, and they still paying them off.
How did they pay them off?
They gave them money. I remember I had to do a project when I was in
Yes,
college.
they gave them, and they still giving them money.
The Indians, they gave money. Hold on. Yeah. I'll find it. Give me a minute. Yeah.
So why is it that it's a big issue when it comes to our race getting anything? Why is there a big issue?
Why do we have the same conversation when we already know the answer to that question?
Because maybe one of these times we mention this, maybe there is a solution to come out of. We keep asking the same question.
There is no solution. What's the solution?
There's
There is
always
no
solution.
solution. No,
There's
it isn't.
always solutions.
Then why have we had the same goddamn problem since our existence?
Because
if nobody has
right
come up
people
with this
ain't putting
solution
down
in
the right
400
questions
years, we're
or
not
coming up
going
with
to
the
do
right
it on this show.
answers. But a solution can be is property, land. That's a solution to a problem that's been there. If you know about the Constitution, it was written in the Constitution. We was given land, but they rescinded on that, and it has to do with Thomas Jefferson. If you go back and do your research, you'll find that they was giving us land.
They didn't give us shit. Okay.
If you go back and do your history, they gave us land.
Where is it?
Written.
Who got it? Who got it?
That they rewritten the Constitution, so we couldn't
Again,
get it.
didn't give us shit. Like
It
I
was
said,
written. We were supposed to get 4,000 acres apiece.
40 acres and a mule.
Nope, we was given land. Then they switched up to the 40 acres and a mule.
No, we were given
Yes.
40 acres and a mule.
It was after the fact.
After what fact?
When they
Because
realized the
there was
land was going
nothing
to
in
be
the
more.
Constitution about 4,000 acres. There was
When
nothing
when
in
they
the
realized that
Constitution about 4,000 acres.
realized that the acreage would have been more profitable and people generationally would be more susceptible to be wealthier, You know they're gonna find a way to not agree to that.
Well, hell, 40 acres back then, goddamn, 40 acres good now. So 40
Exactly.
acres back
But
then,
you still ain't got you still ain't got the 40 acres now.
exactly. And that's what I said. They gave us shit. They didn't give us anything. They gave us nothing. We got nothing.
But if we keep asking for the wrong stuff, we're gonna keep getting
Like Black History
it.
Month.
Mm. We
Shit.
asking for the wrong stuff. Just like you said, I
No
agree with you.
shit.
We asking for
No
asking for
shit.
bull.
Right. And see, and then we have to go back to Ice Cube was trying to make the blacks see, hold your vote hostage. Hold out something until these people promise us something. What did they do? Our black people that I will talk about, and I don't care who like it, we were too busy down in Ice
I
Cube
done told you.
instead of getting behind him. On the screen, I posted what they gave. What
That,
they
You
gave.
know what?
that's
Okay.
what they wanted. They wanted you to get down on Ice Cube.
It
Yeah,
was
So
entrusted with finding a solution for the collection of the German reparations debt, which was determined to be 132 billion gold marks, as well as declaring that America would provide loans to the Germans in
hmm.
order that they could make reparations payments to the United States. Read that. I'm going to say that again. In order that they can make payments to the United States. I'm sorry. How was they paid again? They gave them gold to give to the United States. How was they paid again?
gold. Yeah.
And when did they eliminate gold marks? Back then. They gave them something to give back to them. We're going to give you this. You got to pay it back. Give it back to us. They gave them shit. Just like they gave us shit. They at least did. They at least did more for them than they did for us in that bullshit ass agreement that they made.
And
Okay.
they started making them type of agreements.
Yeah. Yeah, because like I said, um, they not for me. And I get this. I get it. They're not for me. Probably
They
never
never
will.
have been. They never will
They
be.
never will be. And um, and maybe, hopefully, one day, one day, we will get behind a person such as Ice Cube or somebody that's trying to do something, and no matter what, get behind him or somebody that comes up with the agenda. But us ignorant Negroes, we will still bring our own people down and talk about them
That's all the time.
when they are trying to help us. So, yes, I'm going to talk about my ignorant Negroes that you would rather jump on a bandwagon for a black man that's trying to help you, tell you to hold out your vote, and talk about him like a dog. Joe Biden has to give us nothing. He get up there sounding like a Baptist minister, preacher, and y'all want to act like he Captain Saberho. Miss me with the mess. And he ain't giving us nothing. He done already let you know he don't care about us black people, and he ain't even been in office 100 days. So yes, I'm gonna talk about the ignorant Negroes that still want to support these people who agenda is not for us.
Exactly. Exactly. That's that slave man mentality
Yeah.
that's been passed down through generations. And if it passed down long enough, it becomes hereditary.
Yeah. And you
But
know,
like I said,
you want to
it,
give this, and I stand to be corrected. The illegals are not criminals because it's not a criminal act. See, these are the things I like about our conversations because
Right.
I don't know everything, and people enlighten me. So I learned today they're not criminals because it's not a criminal act to come
Exactly.
into this country. It's illegal, but it's not a criminal act. So I
Exactly.
cannot say they are criminals. I can just call them illegals. So
Exactly.
in the meantime, Joe Biden right now is fighting for the illegals, and you got American people that have lost everything, their dreams, everything with this COVID virus. Whole life savings put into a business that never got off the ground due to COVID. And so, but you're not even trying to give them money, but you want to do all of this for the illegals. Mr.
Exactly. First day in office. He wrote 3 executive orders for illegal aliens. He's written 5 executive orders for illegal aliens. Why didn't he write an executive order for you to get some stimulus money? Hmm. Why didn't he do that?
that's not his agenda.
Absolutely not his agenda.
And so, yes, I'm going to talk about Joe Biden and the ignorant Negroes that follow behind him, all
You
of
all
those
have
that got
elected the
on with the
devil and his
background.
wife in the office. And you sitting up smiling and grinning and shit and talking about how proud the devil and his damn wife. That's who you got for president and vice president.
Yep. But here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. Forget about what them folks in Washington doing or I ain't doing. Get out and do your own damn thing. Create your own. All it
Well,
takes is
And
you
and
know,
all it
and
takes is
and, and you know,
146
and that
people. All it
and
takes is
that
146
sounds
people to
great.
start your own city. Start your
And
own government.
that sounds great. Courtney Love say, fuck Uncle Joe.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
start
Courtney.
your own. Forget about them
Yes,
folks.
Courtney.
But
Because
But
Spidey,
if,
here's
if,
the
if
this
they
thing.
is
can
the
keep
point.
That
us
all
dependent on them,
sounds great. That all sounds wonderful. I don't know 146 people.
Lady Alicia, I know you know more people than that. I know you do.
I guarantee you could count the people I know on my hands minus a couple of fingers.
Yeah.
I am not a social person. I don't like people. I keep telling everybody that.
And I'm the opposite.
I
I
don't
know
like people.
people.
I have never liked people.
Yeah. But Spidey, when you say do your own thing, and this is what I'm saying. Right now, if I decided I wanted to bring a community center, uh, telling people to start building community centers in their neighborhoods so we can get back to, you know, kids having places to go after school, play basketball. They have different organization, Girl Scouts, or just even making up new programs, new agenda to help the youth. First of all, the ignorant Negroes ain't gonna support me because they're too busy worrying about what I done did in the past. Um, you know, The money ain't gonna be there for me like it would be there for somebody else, because I don't have a perfect credit score. So when you say do that, yeah,
Here's the thing, and we need to think on a different scale. A community center is a wonderful thing, but that would not be what I lead with. I want, like Spidey said, I want to have my own damn city to put a community city in. I don't want to put it in your damn city.
yeah,
It's easy to say, but it's very hard to do. Like I said,
I
I don't
agree.
know 146 people.
I
I
agree.
don't know 12 people. How about that? If
But
you exclude my family, I don't know 12 people. And that is absolutely by choice.
right.
Don't want to know half of them.
the best way to do that, like the best way to do that, is to find some like-minded people as you, and start your own.
Here's the thing though, I know like minded people like me. And I'm going to say this, and I know how y'all going to take it. I know how it sounds, but this is how it is. When it comes to black people, they don't want to come up off their coins. They think everybody's shady because they shady.
I agree.
So you can have a camaraderie as long as there ain't no money involved. But as
Mm-hmm.
soon as you talk about putting them coins together, everybody got a damn excuse.
Exactly. Exactly.
So it goes right back to what we've always said. We are not together. We've never been together. We're never going to be together
I see.
because there is no trust.
But see, I kind of disagree with that,
You
and the
can
reason I'm saying that is
disagree with it,
because we
Spidey,
we
but
got we got
you
we got
can disagree
our
with
brothers
it, but
and sisters
the
over
proof
in
is in
Africa.
the pudding.
I agree
The
with you. I
proof
agree
is
with
in
you.
the pudding.
Like I said, I kind of disagree with that because we got our brothers and sisters over there in Africa. They are on a move to do something great. They over there planning.
You see,
They
I
are
don't
over
even
there.
talk about Africa to me because I ain't fucking African. You talking about fucking Africans who got their own goddamn country.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
they the
Like,
closest thing.
really?
But see, they the closest things to us than
Nah,
anybody
hell
else.
nah. They ain't the closest damn thing to me.
They are the
Hell
closest.
nah. They're not the closest damn thing to
They
me.
are the
Maybe they're the
closest.
closest thing to you.
They are the closest.
Maybe they're the closest thing to you.
And you too.
Nah,
They
they
are
ain't
the
the
closest.
closest damn thing to me. Damn lie.
They are the closest.
Nah, they're
I
not the
just love
closest to
these.
me.
Your ancestry
Yeah.
has a lot to
Okay.
do
Okay. Hold
with
on.
over there.
If that's the case, every damn body is a descendant of Africa.
Pretty much
Yeah.
Exactly. So why the hell they got to be closer to me than any damn body else? They're not.
because we were the first.
My paternal ancestors are from Sicily, Sicilian. My maternal ancestors were Indian.
We all over the world.
And so was
So
the
they
ancient
not the
Africans
fucking
were
closest to
Indian.
me.
Yeah.
And
They're
so
not
were
the
the
closest
ancient
to me.
Africans were Indian also.
I'm sorry, say that again.
The ancient Africans were also Indian also.
They were African.
Yes.
They were African.
Yes.
They were African.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I absolutely vehemently reject being associated to Africans who had their own goddamn country. And you know what? Take your black ass over there and see how African you are. Because they're going to let you know.
Oh, I
You
ain't
ain't
got no
shit
problem
to
with it.
them.
I had no
You
problem
ain't
with it.
shit to them.
Yeah, they don't
But
like
see,
They
here's
don't
the
them.
claim
thing.
you.
Here is the
They don't
thing.
claim you as being African. Why the hell are you claiming
And you
me?
know why they don't? The same way we've been brainwashed over here is the same way they've been brainwashed over there.
How can they be brainwashed though?
You got
They're
them
the
white people over
fucking
there lying to them
originators.
too.
How can
The
they
white
be
folks over there
brainwashed?
lying to them also.
Yeah,
Their brainwashing is way worse than ours over here.
yeah.
Man, come on. It ain't got shit to do with being brainwashed.
Yes,
Culturally,
it
they
does.
think you shit. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Brainwashing is deep.
Oh, I know.
Whitewashing is deep.
Oh, I know.
So just the same way we was brainwashed over here with the slavery stuff, they was brainwashed over there too.
Look,
They got them with the religious stuff over there.
I listen again. Don't
But
identify with them. Don't want to identify with them. Not connected to them. We're talking about black ass American people who have no goddamn country but this one, and we don't really have that. So you can't make a comparison to people who have their own fucking country, and we don't.
And the white folks over there is trying to take Africa from them over there.
Well, I hope they don't do that because it's enough of their asses over here. Stay where the fuck you at.
We're not getting fair treatment here.
right.
Stay where the
We-
fuck
We're
you
not we,
at. They are.
we're
They
not
get more
even
than fair
free.
treatment when they ass come in.
We're not even free. But I bet you they free over there.
Are they? Because they whole fucking government run by white folks.
They over there
Go to
changing that
Africa.
as we
Their
speak.
entire government is run by white
I,
people.
I I agree with you. A lot of the governments over there is ran by white folks over there, and that's why they taking their country back. That's what Haiti did. That's why the U.S. can't stand Haiti. The U.S. would
Look,
not even help Haiti at all with nothing.
and you know what? I really don't think that the U.S. should help any goddamn country until the citizens in their country got it all together.
They ain't finna do that. That's too much like right.
You know,
Look at
I
look
just,
even look at the homelessness here in this place that we reside in. They ain't trying to do nothing about that.
well, that's not true.
Or
That,
mental illness. More mental illness.
no, they ain't trying to do shit about mental illness. Nope. But it's not true that they're not trying to do anything about homelessness. What you have to understand, a lot of homeless people choose to remain homeless.
I can agree to that. I can agree to that.
So, you know, you can't help somebody that doesn't want help.
I
You can
understand that
only
too.
help people who want help.
And then
You
you gotta
know, my
ask yourself,
mom owned a homeless shelter years ago, a couple of them, but the very first one that we worked at. And we would take vans every winter
Mhm.
and go all around the city and try to get homeless people to come to the shelter. And it was just heartbreaking because the majority of them did not want to go, would not go. I don't care how cold it got, they wouldn't go. So the only thing we could do was take them food every day and blankets and shit. because they weren't going. And before that experience, you would have never in a million years made me believe that people chose to be homeless. But they do. Some of them do.
Yeah, I can't believe that there's a big percentage. Don't get me wrong. I'm with you on that, and there's a lot that that rather choose to be that route. But I got to believe that big percentage of them would rather be in a house or in a shelter type environment.
You can believe it if you want to. In this city, it's just not the truth.
And oh my
And
God.
they still do the same thing. The city does the same thing. They'll go to a warming center. They ain't going to no damn shelter.
Yeah, all right, yeah, I can believe that. It's pretty much the same thing here.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, before I had that experience, I felt like you, Spidey. These people want homes. You know, my mother also had buildings. She had a lot of properties, and she did SRO, single room occupancy, where it's like a studio apartment, right? Sometimes you share a bathroom with another person, sometimes you
Right,
don't.
right,
And those were for, you know, single homeless people. And that's why if I did something for homeless people, for me, it would be for single homeless people because women and children have every service in the goddamn world through the government. But people, April's age, my age, or even younger, say people 50 years old, whose children are adults now, who fall on hard times, they have nothing. They don't have welfare for them. They can get some food stamps. They can't get no money though. What do? They don't have programs for them. Women and children got every goddamn program in the world, federally funded. Daycare, they paying for that. You know, um, job training, they paying for that. They even giving you goddamn bus passes to get to the job training. Homeless shelters for women and children abundant. They have everything for women and children. They have nothing for the single woman or the single man. Well, men have more than single women do now in this city. You know, but I never believed that people would choose to be homeless. And then the other fallacy is that, oh, they're mentally ill. No, the hell they not.
now everybody homeless not meant to have mental issues, so
No, the hell they not.
Yeah. Some people think,
Because they even got places for them.
right,
You understand?
right.
yeah,
Ladies, I got to make a run, so
Okay.
I
yeah,
enjoyed it.
Yes, it was
You always
wonderful
learn
as
something.
yeah,
always, Spidey.
yeah, we waiting on
You
you.
got to come back with us and do a full show, though. But
Yeah,
we're going to be out
Yep.
of here in about 30 minutes anyway, because, we got to watch General Hospital.
yeah,
But
Y'all,
thank
General
you,
Hospital.
Spidey.
Boy, I
and
tell
then
you,
you got to get yourself
That's the only thing I
what you
watch on TV. I don't watch TV. That's all I
so
watch.
we can come on your platform too.
yep,
And,
that'll work.
okay.
All right, April, Lady Lisa, it's always
Thank
been a
you,
pleasure.
Spidey. Thank you,
Absolutely. Thank you,
Spidey.
Spidey.
Is DJ
All
out
right,
of St. Louis. Spider Man is on Spreaker. It's SPREAKER.com under the group MCDE. Please check out his shows. And we thank you, MCDE, for allowing DJ Spider Man to come into the shows and be with us. Thank you.
Yes, because I just absolutely love it when he's here.
Yeah, we love. What's wrong with this picture? And I learned something, you know,
Break out the robe. I love
yeah,
it when you break out the robe.
yeah, we didn't even break out the road today.
We did not. Next time. Next time.
You know,
Next
that's
time.
why, having
Thank
this
you,
show,
Courtney.
yeah, thanks, Courtney. I learned stuff too, you know.
I do too. I know I talk a lot, and you all probably think that I don't learn anything or can't nobody tell me anything, but I do learn things. I learn a lot.
Yeah.
It's just that I know what I know. And if I don't know, I'm not going to tell you I know.
Hmm.
You know? I mean, we old over here, so we know some shit.
Yeah. Hey, and I can take constructive criticism.
Absolutely.
Um,
Absolutely.
and don't bother me none. I'm not hung up on a whole lot of things. I have nothing in this world to prove to anybody.
Listen, I say this all the time. At my age, anything that I'm not gonna be. If I ain't been it already, it's a wrap.
Hmm.
It's a wrap. It
Yeah.
really is.
But
But
what I
yeah,
do,
I can learn things. I
right?
learn something new every day.
And this past weekend I was with my family and the younger cousins. You know, I teach them all, be the best that you can be. Uh, I tell them stop watching the media. The media is controlling. Do your research. Don't go by what somebody tells you. Do your own research, and you can learn something from anybody. Anybody, from the wino to the former drug addict to the priests to the ministers, the preachers, the regular lady. Move. You can learn something from anybody. Everybody is somebody to me.
Absolutely.
Um, some people have fallen upon hard times, and we're going to see that more with this pandemic. And this is what has me so upset is that they're not addressing this pandemic and some of the people that I'm hearing that have practically lost everything due to this pandemic. So I hope they can keep strong and realize that their dreams can come back again. And I just hope they can have a good support system around them that can tell them it's okay, but don't give up. Keep them encouraged because
And keep them in prayer.
and keep them in prayer because some people put their entire life savings into a business that they had just opened and COVID came.
Right. Right.
And they have nothing to fall back on. And that saddens me.
Yeah, it is. It's very sad, and it brings me to, and I'm sure I've said this on the show before. My mother always raised us to have something other than a job.
Yeah.
We were always raised to have businesses, properties, things of that nature. But the one thing my mother always said: keep your job.
Hmm.
Your job, in my mother's mind, your job was for one thing only, and that was for medical and retirement benefits,
Right.
mainly medical benefits, you know. But your businesses, that was your money, that was your livelihood. So I'm really glad that she raised us that way, and I raised my children that way, because the way things went in COVID, You know, my youngest daughter, um, she owns a few businesses, but one of her main sources of income are her banquet halls. And COVID came, and that was, you can't have a big party. Everything is limited, you know. In order for someone to have a party of over 25 people, they would have to rent several different rooms in the hall and have everyone separately. So it's a very big hit for her, um, because you still got to pay all the bills.
Right.
You know, you still got to pay those bills. You still got to pay that mortgage, whether you're doing business or not. And we discussed this, in the beginning when it happened, because she kept saying, I think that when my daughter graduates from high school, I'm just going to quit my job. And I said, you need to pray on that and think about it really hard. I don't think that's a wise idea. Well, her daughter now is a sophomore in college, but she didn't quit her job, thank God. But she goes through that. I think I want to quit my job. And we discussed this, you know, when COVID hit and that particular business was non-existent. And I said, aren't you glad you didn't quit your job? And she says, I really thought about it. She says, the first time that I was very serious, I know I say it all the time, but I was really serious about leaving my job. And yeah, and there goes almost the majority of your income. It just went like that with COVID. So now, if she didn't have a job, and a few properties, which cover not a lot, but it's still income, what the heck? She would have been one of those people because I can't afford her. You
And
know,
also, people, support somebody that's trying to help you. You don't have to like them personally. You don't have to like them, but support them. If you don't support them, keep it personal. Because, like I said, what they did to Ice Cube, the
it,
black
it was it was horrible. It was
was horrible.
horrible. It really was. It was horrible. Everybody had an opinion, but I didn't see one damn alternative idea to his.
Right.
And black people, that's something that we really are. We've got to stop. I don't have to like you. I mean, I'm sure there are people that you probably work with that you didn't like. You have to get over that. I call it a ghetto mentality. And you may not have never been in the ghetto in your life, but it's a ghetto mentality. It's a narrow mindedness that I think only we have, as you know, a great number of people of our people have. Oh, I don't like her. Oh, I don't like him. Oh no, I don't like her. I'm not doing that. I'm not supporting this. I ain't buying nothing from him. I don't. Why? Why?
Hmm. Stop that
You
thing,
know, it,
people.
it, it you really got to change that. You really have to change that mindset. And you know, if you believe in God, if you are a spiritual person, then you got to know that helping somebody that you don't like is a larger blessing. It's a much larger blessing than helping a damn stranger or helping out a family member or helping out a friend. And God actually tells you that in the Bible. Yes, He does. He discusses how there is no benefit to helping your friend. I will help anybody. And I especially like to help people who think that they're taking advantage of me. Oh, I love those people.
Hmm.
Use me up
Yeah.
because you're not. You think you're using me, but I know that because you think you're using me, you just racked me up a blessing. So please, here you go. Thank you and come back again.
Yes. And I
Because
know people are
the thing
all,
is, they always have to come back.
yeah. And I want to make this clear. I have friends of all races, good friends that we've been friends from junior high school.
Why did you have to make that clear?
No, no, no. Um,
People think we racist over here
oh, I don't care what they think. But with that being
because we
said,
want to edify our people.
yeah, I just want to uplift my people because see, they stick behind theirs no matter what. We don't.
Absolutely.
We don't.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
And we have to start, we have to learn, you know, to stick with ours so that we all can benefit. It's as a whole, we are really a sad people. We really are.
And yes, I'm gonna talk about y'all. Y'all are sad people.
Y'all notice how y'all ain't help people no more?
Yeah,
Ah,
y'all are sad people. But hopefully y'all will get it right. I'm gonna be waiting right here, still loving y'all. Hopefully something
I
I
love some of y'all. I don't
yeah.
love all y'all. I can't even lie. I ain't
Hopefully
even gonna lie. No, I'm
some of
kidding.
y'all will be able to, to take heed to what we're saying. Love your people. Don't let people brainwash you about people. Oh, also, because oh yeah, it's getting close to General Hospital. It's February sweet. There is a walk for KELLZ that is March 19th and 20th. They are walking for the racial injustice. They are walking um, in hopes that there can be a great resolution in his case. They are walking because they don't want to see him in prison for the rest of his life. Um, they are believing in the justice system. And this is what this walk is about. People that support Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R. Kelly, no matter what, because his story is very complex, deep, saddening, enlightening. It's just full of everything. And so, you know, if you would like to go out, they will be starting at 111 South Michigan, and you can contact One Papoose. She is on YouTube. And so, just get out there. And it's all positive vibes. Um, Nobody's bashing anybody. No girls. It's all about him. And it's going to be a positive walk.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
Positivity. That's what he needs.
Yes. And so it's never too late. It's never too late. And so um, they're approaching it in a good way. Hey, Ebony. So anybody that does anything for Robert Sylvester Kelly, aka Robert Kelly, I will support them. because
Hi, Ebony.
hey, Ebony, this fight is about him, not about anybody else. Um, I don't have to like you or whatever. Um, so with that being said, you want to give some closing statements, Lady of Leisure?
Oh, gee, I don't know where to start. I never have closing statements. I don't know why. I want to thank everybody for being here, of course. I want to thank Spider Man. Oh, God, I just love it when he's here. I love the way we argue. It's wonderful.
Yeah, y'all be having me
We
rolling up.
at it. I love that.
Yeah,
Because see, we can do that because we're adults and nobody's mad.
yeah, we're adults. Yeah,
We can do that. It's a good thing. Because sometimes I walk away from arguing with him and think about it and be like, you know what, he was right.
oh yeah, you gonna have to tell him that the next show.
Oh, I think I've told him that before, but I definitely will tell him if I haven't,
Hmm.
because I've thought it a few times. Oh, I have
Yeah,
no problem with it at
yeah.
all. I
And that's
actually
what
I
adults.
actually like it when, I can change my view or opinion or I learn something. It's a good thing. But yeah, it's getting close. Y'all know we General Hospital fans over here. That is the only thing I watch on TV. I'm not a TV person. I'm not a movie person. I just don't watch TV. But there is something about General Hospital that is absolutely addictive. And it's TV. Like, it's fiction. I love fiction. But I want to say again, I'm not a big for anybody who celebrates Black History Month. Do your thing. I'm not one of those people. I just don't see the benefit in it. I think if you're Black, Black History Month should be every month in your home, in your mind,
Right.
in the teachings to your children and your family members. You know,
Hmm.
but yeah, I really don't have any closing remarks. I want you guys to you know, really think about your choices and who you vote for. Really watch this Biden administration and what they do for mainly us Black people, um, and hold people accountable, man. And the way that you do
Right.
that, hold people accountable. You know, I really want you all to stop jumping on bandwagons because you don't even know where it's headed
Yeah.
or where it came from.
Yeah.
But because they presented to you all shiny, and dressed up, oh, you love it. And there you go. You know? Um, yeah, just watch this administration. You all stay diligent with COVID precautions because
Yes.
there's another strand.
Yes.
Um, there's something else out here that came from somewhere else. Who the hell knows? They're telling you to wear 2 masks, you know.
Yes.
Um, so yeah, just be diligent in that. Here in Chicago, they've opened up some things, and of course, the first thing is my kids did was throw a damn party on Saturday, um, because
Oh
they
God.
allowed you
I went to
25
a party
people.
in a snowstorm.
Yeah, you were in a party in a snowstorm too. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I said, I better not hear one of them talk about they can't do something because it's snowing. You were out partying in a whole damn snowstorm, a whole, I mean, a whole snowstorm. You know, when they came out of the venue, They couldn't even get out of their damn parking space.
Yeah. Yeah.
The snow was so deep,
Mm-hmm.
so a couple of them had their damn cars towed home.
Whoa.
Well, yeah, they didn't
Yeah.
want to drive in the damn blizzard. They didn't want to drive. The roads were horrible.
Yes, they were.
The roads were horrible.
Yes.
So
But
a couple of them had their
us
cars
being,
towed home.
yeah, but us being from the Midwest, I mean, this is what happens.
Well, for us, but you got to think about our kids.
Right.
They've only, been through a few, and this wasn't really even a storm. I
No.
remember when we had feet, you know, 4 or 5 feet of snow, where you couldn't even see cars on the street because they were completely covered. And this was every winter.
Yeah.
So our kids have only witnessed this a few times in their lives. And my grandchildren, I think only the 19-year-old witnessed one. And they're like, I remember the last time it snowed. I was like 8, and it wasn't even this much.
Right.
So the 9-year-old, they had to go get her snow pants so she could play in it. And I'm like, you really want to? She's like, I just want to run and jump in the deepest pile. I'm like, oh God, okay. Because, it's kind of new to them. I don't know what they would have did in our day, Darlene.
I don't know what they would have did neither. Because we
Because
had
I can remember in Chicago where buses didn't run,
right.
everything was shut down because you had 5, 6, 7 feet of snow.
Mm-hmm.
I remember my son was born in October of 78, and we had probably the biggest snowstorm in history. And he got sick, and I had to walk miles to a hospital that was open because their driving was absolutely out of the question. No cabs, no buses, no trains, none of that.
Yeah. Yeah, these kids don't realize how good they have it made because we walked in the snow, you
And
know.
that's so funny because our parents said the same thing to us.
Right. Right. But
That is
yeah.
so funny.
So
And my
everybody.
daughter complains about the cold like she was not born and raised in Chicago.
Mhm.
I hate this cold. Like you go through this every year. It's been 30 something years now. Get used to it or move. She's always threatening to move to a warmer climate. And I'm sure she will
I
eventually.
did. I left the
Mm-mm.
state of Illinois for 10 years.
I would love to
Former
leave. Well,
client.
I traveled a lot around the country younger. You know that. But I would love to leave Chicago like permanently.
Yeah.
I really would. I just can't find a place that I want to go. I wanted to move to Russia before Obama was president. He screwed it up with Putin.
Okay.
Um, so I couldn't run to Russia
Oh,
anymore
I'm
because
not moving to another country. I'll move to another state. Yeah.
I want to leave the country.
Do you really?
Oh hell yeah.
Oh.
You all think this is the greatest place on the nation? Wrong. Mm-mm. Everybody do that. Everybody, if it takes you 10, 20 years, everybody take a trip out of the country. Go
I've
to
been out of
Europe.
the country, but I don't want to move.
Go listen. See how other people live, really. Now, I can say, as biased as our criminal justice system is, we do have the best criminal justice system in the world, uh, in my opinion. But man, look, yeah, go to another country. Nobody lives like us. They say this is the greatest place. They lie.
Yeah.
They lie. There are many other countries that are much greater than this one.
Hmm.
So, I would hope that people could, travel abroad just to see,
Yeah.
just to have the experience. Two things I think people should do is travel abroad and go away to college.
Yeah.
I think those are two experiences that everyone should have at least once, you
Hmm.
know. Like I told my grandson, he didn't want to go to college. I said, look, just you stay home for a year and then you leave. And when he finally went away, he ain't back yet, y'all. And he graduated from college 5 years ago. Um, but yeah, those are experiences I think
Yeah.
everyone should have.
Yeah.
Stay
Okay,
on
we can
campus.
wrap it up. It's General Hospital time. Love
Listen, mhm.
yourself. Support your people.
Thank
Support
you
your
guys so
local
much for
black
coming.
businesses. We love you all. Peace.
Lady Alicia, I'm out.